Okay, love it. No, it's great. And so you've got Tulsa coming up this year. The shin stuff, where is that at as of today? Are you still feeling them? Is it both sides? Is it inside of shin? Like, what's that injury like right now?
It's one side. It's on my right side. I think it's partially due to some instability in one of my knees due to a
Okay,
jiu-jitsu injury.
all
Um,
right,
and so I think my gait might have just been a little off on
wonky.
one side versus
Okay,
the other.
yeah,
And I think I built my mileage up a little too fast in
okay,
preparation for the half marathon.
yeah,
And then like the half marathon went well. I didn't have any issues. And like I after the half marathon, and I could be crazy, but like I felt like my easy pace got like 30 seconds faster just from running the half marathon. Like
yeah. You get
I
a big
felt
training boost from doing something like that. Yeah, for
yeah,
sure.
I got after, like a reverse taper from the marathon, I felt like, oh my gosh, now I'm fast, I'm not,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
like that's what I felt like. And so I was
yeah. I
like,
got you.
okay, I'm gonna run a 5K, you know what I mean? And I'm gonna get work on speed, and so started doing some workouts and it's like, oh well, now I've got a shin splint
Yeah.
or something, you
So
know what I mean? Something on my shin. I'm not a physio, but
yeah, no, fair enough, fair enough. I got you. I'll give just a couple like broad pieces because obviously I'm not examining you or seeing you like clinic wise when I was an RMT. But um, first thing I would look at is shoes. Like, how old are your trainers?
they're new. I mean,
They're new.
well,
Okay.
now they've got little miles on. I've got several
Okay,
different
but
shoes that I rotate through.
okay,
I run
you're
the
cycling
Evo,
through.
New Balance 1080s. So
Okay, so good. You're not running in any crappy like winter shoes or something like that, like
no, and I
Target
rotate
shoes or
them.
something.
And yeah, I've tried to get. I mean, I get pretty nerdy about my hobbies anyway. Like if I get
Okay.
into something, I get a little overboard. So I've been
Yeah.
doing a ton of research. Unfortunately, running is not. It's very difficult. It's not black and white, right? So
Yeah. Yeah.
obviously,
Yeah.
hard to know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm
Okay.
trying to do everything, right, but obviously, yeah. Yeah, and I was writing down some of like what I ran and when I ran it, and like when I jumped from like February to March, I was like, oh, this looks stupid in hindsight. Like I built way too fast, but at the time, it didn't feel like it. Um, because I mean, it felt good, you know what I mean, and the running was easy. I wasn't like most of my running before the half marathon was like at 9 minute pace, you know what I
Okay.
mean? Maybe even a little slower because I run in the area where I run. I usually run right after work. It's got a lot of like hills and stuff. So
Okay.
sometimes
Yeah.
it's slower and it gets hotter. And then, then I went and ran the half, at like six something, 6:48 per mile or whatever. So, um, yeah, in my mind, I was like, oh, I'm not overdoing it. Like I'm running slow, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Apparently
So the best way to think about injuries is it's like a rope. Okay. And so you can like eat away at sides of the rope, right? And all is well, still holds, still holds, still holds, still holds, right? And then all of a sudden, one too many threads go and it snaps, right? And that's kind of the best way to think about injuries. It's like you can get away with a lot for a long time because it's eating away, eating away, eating away, and then boom, right? Not, I don't want to confuse that analogy with saying you have a snapped tibia or something, but just to paint that picture. And so I like that idea because it expresses to us what mechanical load is. And in running, we do a really good job by talking about aerobic load. Like this is my percentage of VO2 max and percentage heart rate, pace, blah, blah, blah. We do all that, right? But we very rarely function in mechanical load. And so one thing that you said that stands out to me is the hilly terrain that you train on. So downhills are going to cause a little bit more shin splints because you're applying a little bit more braking forces as you're coming down on the heel. There's a little bit more force coming up. So I mean, I can't tell you where to train, obviously, but just as like a thought process thinking about it is like that's gonna play a role in it, especially because usually before you go down, you go up, right? So you're like tired, 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 and then you're gonna be like flailing a little bit going down, right? Especially maybe towards the end of a run where you're like a little warmed up and feeling good, and you can kind of get into it, right? So I would be hesitant there, and then from a rehab type perspective, if it's a traditional shin splints like tibial pain syndrome, I would be looking at something like eccentric calf raises to strengthen the calf and the periosteum around that on the stairs, like good 3 to 5, even 6 seconds down, and then fast up just to try and strengthen that foot ankle calf complex on the stairs.